Hello, Knights. We're here with Sayori's poem, and I'm a little worried.
I'm not at all. This is what I expected from a crazy bitch.
Go ahead, Torch. You got the floor.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of... I'm not doing that the whole time.
I was going to say, normally we just read the poems. We don't do the voices.
Yeah, but even just reading it, it just says a lot of get out of my head.
Up until right... Oh, yeah, they can't see the mouse.
Yeah.
Get out of...
my head before I do... What? Before I do what is best for you. Or...
what I know is best for you.
Oh. We didn't read this before.
I know.
Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem.
Let's go to the bottom.
Oh my god. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
A poem just stops moving? All right, then. This is pretty much our thoughts too. For once, us and my dude are on the exact same page.
Yeah.
What is this?
Tripe.
Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. I knew I shouldn't have swallowed that peach hole earlier. My dude? What's the matter? Nothing.
Obviously something.
The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's ever written in her entire life.
Yeah.
But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. Okay. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder with Sayori. It's not a big deal or to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been.
Wait a minute. You never waited for her before in the past. Because she kept
well, that's what he's saying. Besides, he told her that things would be the same, so he never waited for her before.
Yeah. But now he's like going back on himself. And he's like, oh.
Well, he's going to check on her. Did you see that poem? You read it. You should know.
Get out of my head. Yes.
That's all she needs. And what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori! She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow.
That's her job.
I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't that the kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori!
Oh, she was swinging.
No, you fucking called it like 5 times. Like, this is the only twist I know in the whole game. And you fucking called it so many times. I just wanted to be like, yeah. An exception has occurred. The file, gamescript, chapter 5, line 307. See traceback text for details. ... What the hell? See, I told you this game was worth it because the twists are crazy. Like, it's
I have a
insanity after this, from what I understand.
What's the rope attached to?
Yeah, don't think about it too much. I mean, what's the other? I also wanted to play to see your reaction, because I know that you deal with weird shit all the time because you're a paramedic. Laughter wasn't exactly what I expected. But
I do like how they made the game a lot less like your normal... It seemed like a kid's game before until you saw the swinger there, but...
From what I understand, like, I saw Game Grumps up to here. And then, like, just a little more. Like, I think I finished out whatever episode that was, and that's when I'm like, we have to play this. And I gotta play it with Torch. Because it starts getting really weird. Like the weird computer stuff, I think keeps happening.
Oh, really?
But then I honestly don't know what else happens. What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. Also, that music's like
it's creepy.
creepy.
Yeah. I'm quite happy because one of my voices is gone now.
Oh yeah, you're freaking. There's no way this can be real. I just can't believe how many times you call. If you go back and look, I bet you it's like 5 or 6 times.
The writing's
And
been
even
on the wall.
before, yeah. I mean, I should have known because you deal with shit like that all the time.
Well,
like it's
I don't know.
because when I watched it the first time, I didn't see it coming at all.
Yeah.
But Monica just keeps dropping hints. She even said like this episode. Yeah, it was this episode. She's like, "Oh, you shouldn't leave her hanging." And I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like,
Well, that's the thing is like, I don't know. I've taken a lot of like psychology courses and stuff like that. I really like the way the human mind works.
Yeah.
And that bitch was crazy. Like you could tell she wasn't gonna make it too far.
The funny thing is, we picked a different thing than the Grumps. I wasn't sure it was going to happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they picked "I Love You."
Oh.
Spoiler alert for anyone watching the Game Grumps ones that came out months ago.
Huh.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I wonder if it's not going to happen now. But it totally did still.
Oh.
I feel sad for Sayori, though.
Why?
I kind of like the character. She's just bubbly and fun, kind
She
of.
was
And then
fake,
she
though.
gets... Yeah, and then she gets, like, real weird.
Right,
Not
like-
weird, but, like...
It was the overly eccentric, bubbly, fun-loving personality that gave her away as somebody that would be struggling with like a depression,
Makes sense.
right?
So, the game's written well so far, then? I mean, other than the obvious writing mistakes in it?
Well, I'm curious as to who's going to read her poem now.
Yeah, I don't know what happens. I don't remember, like... I think it ended shortly after that, but, like...
Yeah.
And, by the way, yes, we laughed and stuff, but I knew it was coming. He has a dark sense of humor because he has to or he'll
Yeah.
never make it through his freaking job. If you're having trouble with depression and suicide, I'm going to put in the description numbers you can call.
Oh, for
Talk
sure.
to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's coming from my standpoint, the only reason I laugh is because I've seen so much of it that the only way to keep people in, first responders sane is to try and find humor in pretty much everything else, but it is a fairly serious topic.
Yeah. We're just assholes, is what we're saying.
I am definitely an asshole, but that, I was sitting on the edge of the seat with the black screen as we were pulling, trying to
Yeah,
see what
me too. I was reading because I was like, as soon as I got there, I was like, well, now I know what happens.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh my god, like just keep it together while you're going for the thing.
yeah.
Sayori wouldn't do this. Let's get through this so we don't have to see Sayori hang anymore. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Okay, good. I think we're done.
That was weird.
I suppressed my urge to vomit. Yeah, probably. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. This fucking music's getting to me.
I know.
It's starting to remind me of Max Payne. There's a part in Max Payne where you go through and his wife and child die right at the start of the game.
Yeah.
There's a part later on, spoiler alert for I don't even know how old that game is.
Well, 15, 20 years.
It's all dark and you're on a path and that path is just drips of blood. So you have to concentrate really hard to make sure you stay right on the path and when the corners come you have to turn exactly because either side of the blood path you fall to your death. And how you get through it is one set of crying, either the baby or the wife, gets louder. That's the only fucking sound in the whole thing.
Jesus.
I played that. I was 2 a.m. when I started to play it. And I don't think it was because I was tired that it affected me. Because it was so fucking creepy. I think if it would have been 2 in the afternoon, it would have been the same thing. I had to stop playing it. I didn't play it for 2 weeks. I played it for hours every night before that. Got up to that point. I couldn't even look at the game icon for 2 weeks. I was like, fuck, nope. And then when I went back, I played it without sound, and I just guessed my way through.
Yeah.
I think I might have even looked up a walkthrough and wrote down the directions on how to get out of the maze. Like, I couldn't do it.
Oh,
like, I tried once with sound, and, like, I heard the first bit of crying. I was like, nope, I'm out. Just, like, done. And her agonizing scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so shellfish?
Every time I see that, I want to say shellfish.
This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know and know she wanted out of our relationship. And that's the other thing. This dude, sometimes you just can't help people.
It's true. And he's young, right? Like, you don't stay with somebody just if you're not happy in a relationship, you don't stay in it. Exactly. Right? And just staying in it for somebody else's well-being, that's not fair to anybody.
So says your wife in 2 years.
Yeah. No, I have drugs, I will keep her.
I mean, you carry them to work all the time.
That's true.
Oh, anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah, this music is...
Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club! Screw the festival! I just lost my best friend! Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different.
You want to make a bet?
I mean, sure it is. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Okay, good.
Oh, that was a lot.
Like, how many more times? End. I don't think it's the end.
I was like, we just kind of won the game.
So, I mean, it gets weird now.
That is kind of weird, yeah.
Also, I think, because this part I saw on Game Grumps. Oh, it didn't. He said... I didn't pay attention. Hey, he said that it, like, erased their save slots. I think he was just messing with Danny.
Oh.
So let's start again.
That's you.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. And now the kind of friend the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. This seems familiar.
Yeah.
We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, I would oversleep, and more frequently, I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I mean, you probably shouldn't. We know that gets in a little trouble later on.
Do we have to go through the whole game again?
No, I'm pretty sure you don't.
Oh, praise.
That's what I think anyway, because like I said, the Game Grumps one, I think Sayori killed herself in like episode 19 or 20-ish, and there's only like 10 more episodes. I think it goes faster.
Oh, okay.
Well, because think about it, you don't have to talk to Sayori anymore.
There's a quarter less people to talk to.
Yeah. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me.
That was awesome.
It's an ordinary school day like any other. So I told you, man, like, it gets crazy from what I hear.
Yeah.
All I knew is the Sayori thing, and that's it. Like I maybe when I was making thumbnails might have seen other shit, but you can't tell it's just images.
Yeah.
So you can't tell what's real, what isn't. I didn't see any like big splash screens like Sayori's.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I don't know anything. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content on getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I'm really into One Punch Man right now.
One Punch Man.
Have you ever watched any of it?
No.
Hilarious.
trying to think of what games I've been watching lately.
Well, we just watched that Red Dead compilation.
Yeah.
You guys should watch it. We're hilarious.
Oh, it's good, yeah.
I usually don't watch our videos back because I edit them. But that one I like.
Town of Salem is pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's interesting. I find it interesting.
Is that the one where... I'm trying to think. Is it like... There's all these families and you like... Is that the one like...
No, it's
kind of a...
It's like Salem, right?
Yeah.
And everybody... When you start...
Witch?
No, like everybody gets a different title.
Yeah.
So you could be like a sheriff or a witch or... You know, a jail... Like a...
House Rocker?
No.
No.
No. Like a jailer or an executioner
Why
or a
would you
werewolf
ever let me
or...
be Elvis?
But yeah, so you have to guess who's who, and certain sides win, right? So if all the evil, quote-unquote, evil team, if they get rid of all of the good side, then the evil team wins, and vice versa.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat to watch.
There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Yeah, because girls hate anime.
It's true.
Well, it's not true.
No, it's true.
I've seen online once.
No.
Whoosh! School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Hearts.
Spades.
There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. My dude? I don't know who that is. Oh, okay then.
Oh.
Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Not that long, girl. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, and I can't remember the joke I made last time.
Wasn't it an ass that wouldn't quit or something?
Could have been. I mean, knowing me, it probably was. Basically, completely out of my league. There are no leagues.
There's the National Hockey League.
Yeah. I mean, playoffs are on right now.
It's true.
See you, Knights.
Dun, dun, dun. Our team is not in the playoffs.
No, it is not. So having her smile at me so genuinely makes me feels a little... what did you come here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in a debate club, right? About that. No, I actually quit the debate club. Now I'm in communism club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Except for communism club. No politics. You just do what I say. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one.
The Pornography Club.
I love those glitches.
I know.
A literature club. Literature? Oh, and also to answer your question that you asked like 100 times, no, I don't think we get to fuck any of them.
Why are we playing this game?
Because it gets all weird and maybe cool. I mean, it was weird anyway.
I'm sad.
Well, that sounds kind of dull. Oops, I tried to scroll instead of click. How many members do you have so far?
We just lost one.
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Sounds like you need a 4th. You know, maybe a short girl with brown hair.
Crazy issues.
She's got issues, yeah. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry, arithmetic. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? I can read hentai in the club room? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess.
Yes, she is.
And besides, a member's a member, right? Size doesn't matter.
So, I'm curious.
Yes.
How heartless is Monica if she had the general idea of, after speaking to Sayori, that she gave 0 fucks?
I'm wondering what Monica told Sayori to do. When I read that line, I was like, because I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
And I was like, because Sayori's like, I should just do what she told me to do. And I was like, did Monica tell her to hang herself?
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm wondering. I fucking don't know, but, like, she might be evil or something?
Yeah. We should find that out next time.
Let's do that. See you, Knights.
Bye, Knights!
Oh, it did! Dude! It did erase all the slots!
Oh, did it?
It's after you start over. Okay, cool.
Oh, so we can't go back and...
No.
Because that's what I was thinking. If we
Oh, let's hope this recorded correctly.
Hey, thanks for sticking around till the end. We appreciate you watching every one of our videos, and if you want to get a hold of us outside of YouTube, all of our social media links are in the description below. If you want to become a knight, why don't you go ahead and click on that subscribe button. And as always, keep those shields up.